Okay. Alrighty. Keep this warm. Oh, you know what? Give me a quick second. So I think I was supposed to put the air back down. Okay, here we go. Alrighty then. Pardon me. Whoa, sorry about that. Uh, That's right. We go up to here. We have our collision shape. We have our selection box. Might should make that class level variable. Uh, see here for a second. It should either area 2D or collision shape 2D. What are we calling that? Huh. Collision shape 2D, collision shape that shape. Interesting. Okay. Be a class level variable. It depends on how you're using them in your node setup. This is a persistent functional part of your node. Say every layout room or clickable element always has one. Makes up for area to be a child node in the scene tree. You describe it with selection button. No need to make a class level variable unless you're going to be referencing it frequently. Then you might want onReady bar selection box equals selection box for convenience. Similar story. Typically, it's just a child of area 2D. You usually don't need to manipulate the shape object directly unless you're resizing or reassigning shapes dynamically. Rather than yes, having onReady var collision shape equals as a class level variable is clean rule of thumb. If you're going to access off at changing size, um, even oh wait. Hmm. Sorry, wrong conversation. I will switch here. Actually, here. What's going on? There we go. I'll talk to you tomorrow more about the game story and so forth. Oh, I know I'm on the free plan. That's fine. Okay. Today, Thursday, 2nd, 2:20 p.m. Got a coffee. Today is okay. Yeah. Meant to ask here instead of another purpose. Meant to ask here. Does area 2D and collision shape 2D need to be a classical variable? That certainly depends. Create destroyed on the fly. Handles the drag. Yeah. That's what I thought. I have the code we pasted that creates and adds as a child. But I'm thinking it needs a class level. Won't take long. I'm calling it from load. After all, loaded. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is selection box and collision shape. So actually, I think I can do this class level too, right? So I can just delete this, and of course it doesn't know it's there. But then once I put it up here above load all rooms, we'll do it there. And we should have no errors now. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, I have a little note. Wait, what happened to it? Okay, right here. Uh, so, and that's good. That's good. Okay. Process single click. Wait a second. Let's go back up. Where are we? Going, gone. Right there. Okay. So let's see now. Yeah. Um, So I basically put the bar, where's it at? So I basically put these lines above all rooms. Maybe it'll say you should really not do it. Yes. Um, just a sec. Yes, I added those lines within rooms at the end of the function. So they're ready to go. Okay, so before showing any input snippet, what code do I need to display the box? We'll see what it says here. Let's move this up a little bit. Move this down a little bit. Perfect. Maybe we'll get select today. Okay, perfect. So you already have the display part independent of the collision that you need a way to visually show a rectangle representing your selection box. Using a color rect node, I could do that probably as a title of your rooms node. It says to max your drag box during input. Semi-transparent. Selection equals color rect new. Selection display color. Rooms.add child. Selection display. Selection display that visible equals false. Then during dragging you update. Rect position equals drag start position. Selection display rect size equals drag end position minus drag start position. And that's going to be during display visible true. Manually draw and draw. A lightweight approach and don't need a separate node. You can draw it in the parent node using draw rect. Rect 2, draw rect. Drag until it redraws. I'm not sure right now what specifically I should be doing right this second. So you think a color rect is better than a direct draw rect call. So I already have the rooms as a node. It is a node 2D, so it can draw it. You have to trigger the update every time the mouse moves slightly more work and get messy. Okay, so let's do one thing at a time. Where do I create the color rect? And let's just display it on the screen. Position. Start. Since your layout tool scene root is just a node, the easiest place to create is as childhood room nodes. Okay. First, I want to create it as it will be created for the actual thing. Test box implies something will remove. So I have to create a new new color rect variable and then create the box, correct? And that can be where we create the area 2D and shape 2D above all rooms. We can set its settings right after the code within all rooms that creates and adds the area 2D as a child. So pretty much like I did those, correct? If it understands what I'm saying. Selection color rect new. Okay. So let me ask this based on what I'm able to call new above at the class level, which is what I did for the area 2D and collision shape 2D. However, you have it within the functions. Is it just customary to actually create it within a function? Or is it okay just to do it outside like I did those other two? Good evening, rookie. Technically called new at the class level like you did, but it's usually better practice to do it inside a function for a few reasons. Scene tree availability at class level node isn't part of the scene tree, so adding it as a child immediately sometimes causes issues. Creating it in a function ensures the parent exists is ready. Notification control, you can set properties after creating it. You have access to other nodes if needed. Clarity, it makes code easier to follow. Uh, I will make the code changes. Give me a few moments. Copy code. Let's go to here. Let's go to oh, I went too far, didn't I? Okay, so let's we're gonna do this after there. We're gonna do this here. Tab. Okay. Right, I know that. What we're gonna do here is we are going to go ahead and say var selection color correct colon color correct. So then we're gonna say Control C, and we're going to say colon, and we're not going to do new colon, and we're not going to do new. That. Then we're going to go back down here. Oh, right here. We're going to go ahead and B. All right, tab, and let's take the bar off, collision off. Let's remove the colon. Okay, so we add the selection box, okay, to rooms. Then we create the selection color rect. So at this point, if I run it, I should see a color rect somewhere, correct? Yeah, I got that down. My transparent start at origin. We'll go, I guess we'll go ahead and just say selection color rect visible true. So, and we will do the thing, you know the thing. And we'll go ahead and add my colons to these, or my own mind here. Okay, let's see if we can see it in here at 0, 0. 0, 0 is going to be down somewhere. I'll have to think scroll it down, but I should be able to. It's probably dot position. It's probably not dot rect position. Dot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's make sure to stop here. And should be a dot size, I think. Well, actually, it doesn't have a size, so it's not going to show up. But we'll see if it crashes though. Let's check if it crashes first, and then we'll worry about its size. Okay. And 0. Oh, I don't know where 0 is at now. Okay. We do need to give it a size though. So we'll do this. We'll say new vector 2.new okay, you don't do it that way, son. Okay. Ooh, error at 666. Line 666, oh no. New? I don't know. Not declared. Okay, fine. That. Something like that. Okay, I don't know if it'll even show up, but we'll see. We're gonna try it. Gonna see. Ah, there it is. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Awesome. I wonder if I could position it at get mouse position. See something here. Something I'm gonna try myself. That may not work, but it's kind of okay. Equals. Um, let's see. Stop to local. Something like that. Why? Okay. Doesn't mean it'll work at all. I'm gonna see if it somehow appears. Okay. About that. Okay. What if I just put straight up get mouse position? Let's see what happens when I do that. still doesn't do it at the mouse position, but okay. Okay, I do have a generic box being drawn at 0, 0. Now, how do we get it to draw on under the mouse? I guess we'll need to do it in process at least just to get this working, and probably viewport mouse position. Correct? I know in input will actually do that, but yeah, you can do it in process delta. That's okay. Right now, I just want to follow the mouse. Then we'll worry about then we'll actually do the dragging stuff. And then if I need to do the dragging stuff, just a moment. Okay, so what we need is we need to go to process, which is down here. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to say selection correct, that position equals mouse pause. We'll see if that works. It may or it may not work. So we're just okay. Right. Selection correct. Boom. Okay. Run it. Okay. It's not really following the mouse at all. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna try it to local. Rooms dot to local. We'll see. We'll see if this works at all. It might not do this here either because we still have weird coordinate system problems. Actually, what's interesting here though is what if I zoom it in? No. Okay, that's still a coordinate system problem. Alright. Okay, well, it's working kind of. It doesn't follow the mouse, and it also doesn't follow the mouse if I convert viewport position to the rooms local. We'll see what it says. It's probably something to do with the scaling. It's visible, and I don't care about the Z order just now. I did what you said. I convert to local coordinates, but it does not translate into being under the mouse. There's probably something to do with the zoom scaling. Let's see. You have camera on the 2D on the rooms node or parent of rooms. Zoom affects local coordinates. That's why rooms to local alone isn't enough. The mouse is in local viewport pixels, but the rooms node might be zoomed. Account for the camera zoom when converting viewport coordinates to local space. Mouse viewport. Get viewport mouse position. Mouse local. Mouse to local. We'll try that. I will try that. Give me a moment. And that might have been part of my problem, the other part too, because I wasn't taking the stupid camera into account. But that's okay. If this works, then this works. Okay. Mouse local. Camera. Then what? Zoom. Oh, we're not doing the selection box. Not doing the selection box yet. Just doing the color rect directly. I'll think the selection box rect afterward. Okay, so what's interesting though is it's moving well, except for it's doing it after the fact, but it's moving appropriately though. In other words, it's relative. It's got the same relative position. A little better. It's like it's offset. It's offset. It seems to be moving more appropriately, except it it also lags behind. But how do I account for the offset first? I mean, that seems to be meaning it's not by that. No, it's not the center. No, it's not merely. See, it's too bad I can't post images here. I mean, you can post images, but what it is once you hit your free limit, which I've already done today, then you cannot continue the conversation. That's the good thing about Grok. I could use Grok and I could upload the image, and it could process and see what it's doing. But I can't really do that with this without it stopping the conversation immediately because it's not the free version. It's not merely offset by half. It's like part way across the screen. But it seems to be moving appropriately. Like how fast I'm moving and how much I move. It's just not in the right position. Other than the lag. Get viewport. Okay, now we're getting something else here. Position of the room, local coordinates. I'll test this first. That even won't work. And not even because these rarely just work right out, and I may not be giving you all the pertinent information. Okay, so let's okay. We'll leave that code in there though. There. Selection color. Oops. Doesn't mean. See, it doesn't know what unprojected position is. Of course, it's not gonna know what unprojected position is. It never does. Doesn't unproject position is. Camera. Okay. That would make sense, anyways. And let's do the other thing here, real quick. If engine that is editor hint. If not, okay, that way it only works in the layout tool, which is what I want, anyways. Oh, yeah. Stop that. Okay, output. That's all right. Let's see if camera. All of this. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and say camera, and I don't even know if that's gonna be in here, but we'll see if it works at all. It doesn't exist. It doesn't know what unprojected position is. Um, 4.3. I have to do the Godot, not redot, because there's not that much documentation to redot. Oh. So is there's no direct equivalent, but similar effect can be achieved using the inverse of Camera 2D's global transform. A suggested approach is to use global transform and find inverse times global position to convert. Okay, copy. Brave Leo is saying this. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Cam. Okay, we got Cam. We already got the camera. World mouse, cam, global transformer, find inverse times viewport mouse. Rooms, node, local space. Yes, please. Let's let it do it. Based on that, we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, which it probably won't work. This is the same problem I had with the. Well, what do you? Oh, yeah. Process is what I want. Um, Here we'll just do. In fact, we'll do this. I don't even know if this will work. It probably won't work. You just know how things really go in this stupid thing. But you know what? I don't care. We can always go back to the beginning here. So let me find the Control S first, and then right. Okay. Yeah. Camera. Cam not there. Camera. Okay, let's rerun it. It still won't work, but hey, at least. Oh. It's not selection box anyways. It's selection color rect. Color rect. Not position. Selection color rect dot size. I don't know why it's divided by 2, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna see if this even does anything at all. Because normally things haven't been going. At least this is not a lot of work here though, as far as doing this. I could just totally delete all of this stuff out of here, put a pass in there, and then start over. Was the same problem we were having with the other, not taking into the into the fact of the camera and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So I I might even need to totally redo everything. So, here, but we'll see. We'll see. get this to do anything. Interesting. Very interesting. That's really interesting. So if well, that's so weird. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. It doesn't seem to work right here either. Seems to be more or less centered. Wait a minute. What's the thing that we did? Um, let's see. Mouse local. Let's go ahead and do this. There's one thing that I want to do here, which may or may not work, but .zoom. Right. Divided by mouse local equals mouse local divided by camera zoom. So this should be divided by camera zoom like that. Come on. All right. We'll see if that fixes anything. Probably not, but we'll see it anyways. What happened to it? Okay, we won't do that. What we'll do is we will go ahead and doing that. Let's go ahead and take this. Let's take this part. Delete. Do that to mounts and rooms. Oh, let's do it differently. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to do what we did up there, but we're going to do mouse in rooms. Mouse in rooms divide equals camera dot zoom. Right? Okay. That still might not work, but at least it'll be consistent, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. That doesn't work at all. At all. At all. And if I just put this back, what should happen is oh shoot. I know where we're at. Okay, here we are. Oh, yeah. transform. To mix and control and node to I introduce offsets. And what time is it? 3:15. You can look at it, but we may need to start over. Oh, I thought I already turned off the coffee. Apparently I didn't. Okay. Uh, Process. Get viewport, get mouse position, convert viewport mouse to room's local camera, get viewport. I already have the camera. Okay. World mouse equals global viewport mouse. Local mouse rooms to local world mouse. Move the box. Move the box to follow the mouse. Okay, I can go ahead and actually change this too. This is all just normal stuff that I already have in here. So really the big part is this stuff here. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll copy this. Copy. I'll put it underneath the camera. Okay, let's put it over here. In fact, right, we'll do this. Okay, and Control S. We'll do that. Now, we don't need an if camera. In fact, it's actually function. Oh, wait, what? Okay, let's do one thing here. Let's just take camera, if camera out of it. This, and let's take these and move them. This, that. Now, what we have here, viewport mouse, get mouse position, that's fine. World mouse equals camera, global, okay, viewport mouse, local mouse, rooms to local, selection box. Sure, everything is still good here. And we're not doing selection box, we're doing selection color rect. Color rect. You'll see, and V, and it's not rect size, it's just size. Not rect position, it's position. And save. Doesn't mean it'll work because it never does work. So if after this doesn't work, I'll just go ahead and okay. You know what? Let's change this to pass. So, and that didn't work either. Let's just start over tomorrow since I'm almost out of time. I'm thinking even though we solved the empty space thing and whatnot, I might need to reset coordinate spaces. And move rooms properly. Might have to need to go ahead and realign coordinate spaces. I'll have to figure out a separate solution for where to put new rooms because they're going to want to start at 0, 0. Can probably use the top of the first room panel main menu moment and place them above that when I create new rooms. That way they won't interfere with the existing rooms. Or maybe we can after realigning coordinate spaces, or maybe after reloading, we can find the extents of the existing panels and perhaps that's we can actually create the functionality for the new room to track the mouse and then only add after clicking. Need to do that anyways for the layout tool, so maybe will be the right time to do it. I guess. I don't know. System coordinate space, adding a drag new room around before placing becomes straightforward. You can treat the new room like a temporary object that follows the mouse and local coordinates. Spawn a new room instance, but don't parent it permanently yet, or parent it under rooms with a preview flag. Track a mouse movement. On left click, finalize its position. Grid. Box selection, drag and drop reordering. No thanks. We'll do one thing at a time. Probably starting tomorrow. Okay, thanks. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so that was a bust. Let's close that. Close all. I don't think I care about, because I didn't actually get any real, well, I don't know, maybe I'll update it in the GitHub desktop maybe in just a sec. So I want to say thanks everybody for watching, listening, whatever, and maybe tomorrow we'll get this all sorted. So the whole thing about the empty space and all that stuff had a problem with the coordinate spaces. If each of the coordinate spaces are on the same coordinate space, and I don't physically move them, I mean, that should work, right? Yeah. We'll see what happens because they're um, because we're still, they're still in the position that they still should still be in relative position, but always starting from 0, 0 instead of whatever position I have it set to right now. And try to do that. I'll try to. I don't know. I guess I'll center it. I'll try to center it on 0, 0. So the main menu will be centered on 0, 0, and then yeah, we'll see if I can figure it out, how to figure it out. Anyways, yeah, thanks, and I will guess we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so, okay. Thank you for watching part two. Uh, maybe tomorrow we'll make some actual progress. We'll see.